Last 4 years, the senator-elect for Ogun Central Senatorial District, Alhaji Shuaib Afolabi Salisu, and other leaders of the party believe.
So by 2006, we are going to get candidates again that will slug it out against candidates of that party in 2027. So the implication is that we need to work harder, better than we did in the last 3.5 years.
They described it as a victory for good governance, purposeful leadership, and even distribution of dividends of democracy.
Election is based on personal appeal to the people and the performance of the Mr. Governor. He won the election fair and square, and to me, the election is transparent enough, it's free and fair.
We thank God. We want to appeal to him that those work that he has not been able to complete, those work that he was about to complete before we started the election process, please, our governor needs to work on it.
They have these promises for the people of the state.
Please, we do better than what he has done the last tenure. I want to assure them that there will be more dividend of democracy in the nooks and crannies of Ogun State. And I want to assure my people in Ogun Central that we will not regret voting en masse for APC and for voting en masse for Prince Akpabio.
Thank God for the victory. And it affords another opportunity to have the performance-leading government of Ogun State. Ogun State is lucky as far as the victory is concerned.
Another page in the building of our Future Together agenda is being opened, and the beginning of another journey of even development of the state as the government with credentials for people-centered approach to governance gets another term. Matthew Shoumi, Ogtv News.
After the March 18 governorship and state houses of assembly elections in Ogun State, with some of the lawmakers re-elected and some newly elected, the 10th assembly is set for legislative activities that will have direct bearing on the citizens. Some of the elected House of Assembly members who spoke with Ogtv News appreciated the people of their constituencies for the confidence reposed in them through the votes in the just concluded elections.
Well, we thank God for the victory. We really worked for it, but God crowned our effort last Saturday. And we thank the good people of Ogun State, the good people of Abeokuta North for giving us that day.
The victory we can attribute it to God. The first election, 3 senators, 9 reps. We are banking on achievement. We are banking on many things. And we were like being choked all around. But then despite that, God was able to give us the victory.
Then the people will be adequately represented through timely passage of bills.
So to meet the needs of the people is germane to every government in power. But that is why government is in power, to meet the needs of the people. And we are going to try to do that. Our people are also expecting empowerment. We are going to liaise with non-governmental agencies. We are also going to liaise with the governor. Even though we have a senator now, we have a House of Rep member now. We are going to liaise with those representatives at the national level so that we can empower our people.
Try again to bring new things on board in the area of legislation, facilitating projects for our people, protecting their rights, speaking for them, seeing for them, hearing for them. We'll try and do it better.
The lawmakers promised to improve on the past achievement, as this will enhance the credibility of the All Progressives Congress in the state. The Ogun State chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC has described the reported call by the People's Democratic Party PDP for a rerun of the just concluded gubernatorial election in Ogun State as an indication that the PDP are bad losers. The APC, through its state publicity secretary Tunde Oladunjoye, in a statement said such a call, coming barely a few minutes after the declaration of results by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), indicates the party was already expecting defeat. The statement further notes that PDP has no credible stand to call for a run of the election, accusing it of using underhanded methods in the process of the polls. The governorship election in Ogun State was one of the most anticipated in the build-up to the March 18 polls across the nation. Perhaps because of the place of the state in Nigeria's political history, the election had the trappings of a high-profile event. We are now joined by the Chairman Publicity Committee of the Campaign Council of the Ogun State All Progressives Congress, Right Honorable Remi Azan, to discuss the election. Good evening and welcome, Right Honorable.
Good evening and thanks for having me.
Victory is sweet.
Very sweet. You can say that again.
I can see it is written all over you. Let's start this way. Did you expect your party to win this election?
Sure. Optimism, enthusiasm, and even the momentum was in our favor build up to the election. But like I kept saying at every privilege media opportunity that I have, we kept saying as much as we are hopeful, we're sure, we're enthusiastic, we were not going to be complacent. And that we did. It was a hard-fought battle, but at the end of the day, it was a deserved victory. And we got it at the end of the day, thanks to the people of Ogun State.
All right. Was there at any point in the course of the release of results that you had doubt that your party was going to win?
There were no moment of visible doubt, but when reports of incidences isolated in some places began to filter in, we wanted to be sure that such infraction in the process were not targeted at getting almost certain victory to become difficult to achieve. But when the picture became clearer, the momentum was restored. And at the end of the day, it went the way we wanted.
Going back to what happened at the last election, did your party underrate your opponent, most especially the PDP?
The fact that we kept saying we were not going to be complacent meant that we were not going to underrate anybody. You know, the political process is one very funny process. Even when you have done everything that you needed to do, there are still indicators that will suggest to you that 24 hours can be a very long time in politics. The Nigerian voters are classified into three. You have the conscience voters who have a mind of their own, who reason along the line of, has this person merited being elected or being re-elected? Unfortunately, those categories of voters are very few. Then the second category is the category of controlled voters. Those are people who submit to certain leadership and authority. They submit to religious settings, they submit to traditional settings, they submit to political groups. Those ones, if you must get them, you reach out to the leadership that controls them. Then of course you have the commercial voters, those who are the cash and carry kind of voters. And sadly in our process in this country, they form the majority, unfortunately. But then, Mr. Governor never wavered in sending messages across in all of his campaign fora, letting people understand that he has done enough to merit being re-elected. He never stopped that narrative, which was a good thing, because some of them who were hell-bent and unbending ended up changing their mind by the reason of the way the whole result went. So those are the things that we saw ahead, that we knew we were going to deal with, and we never showed any form of complacency.
You, as the Chairman Publicity Committee of the Campaign Council, the election has come and gone, but PDP has expressed displeasure with the result of the election. What is your reaction to this?
It's normal for whoever loses to have a reason to want to fault the process that has thrown up the winner. And the Electoral Act foresaw that such a thing will happen. And that's why a mechanism for seeking redress is already imputed into the entire body of the electoral law. 2022 as amended. And that means that those who have reason, especially the People's Democratic Party, can approach the tribunal and later maybe the appellate court for whatever reasons that they feel it should have been in their favor. And that is what is sane to do. So that they are complaining, we're not surprised. We're not in any way amazed by that. But of course, we will say, let nobody take laws into their hand. Let due process be followed.
All right. Where has this election taken democracy to in Ogun State and in Nigeria in general?
It shows that we are evolving as a nation. It also tells those who are privileged to be in the leadership positions today and those who are aspiring to be that you do not take the voters for granted. You must merit that thing that you want the voters to give to you. They hire. And if you have not performed after you have been hired, they also have the power to fire. That means that you must never take any of the voters for a ride. You must perform when you get the mandate, ultimately.
With what you have just said now, what is the implication of the result for Governor Dapo Abiodun as he begins another term in office now?
Now, this re-election for our beloved governor is a call to do three things. It is a call to consolidate on the achievement he has had, quite a lot of them in this his first tenure that will soon come to an end. It's a call for him to do better than he has done. It's a call for him to take performance to another level. That's why I call it the first C of consolidation.
Because to whom much is given,
much is expected. The second C is the call for correction of whatever noticeable lapses that have, come with this first tenure that is coming to its twilight. It is not possible for any human being to be faultless. It is now, in the course of campaign, there are things that people raise as, narratives in their localities that hasn't been addressed by this administration. And I'm sure Mr. Governor has been taking note. So that second call for this re-election is a call for correction. And the last one is a call for conceptualization of new ideas. Because even as achievement has been made in a lot of areas, new initiative on how to even do some things better than they've been hitherto done will come. So I call it the 3C in the re-election of Governor Dapo Abiodun: consolidation, correction, and conceptualization of new ideas. And I'm sure Mr. Governor will live to the billions.
God help him.
I believe so.
So the good people of Ogun State, what do you have to say to them?
Well, it is first a message of gratitude for them to have a trust in Mr. Governor and giving him a fresh mandate to continue with his good work. I will also say, whatever has been your yearnings as a people, please believe that this governor is interested in ensuring that those yearnings are largely met. They can't all be met because nobody does it all. However, a majority of it will be met so that even if in the succession arrangement, whoever takes over, it won't be difficult for such a person to continue from where Mr. Governor will have stopped. So, thank you for electing Mr. Governor. Believe that he's going to do better than he has done before, and please, don't stop praying for him. He needs that prayers.
And to your opponents, what do you have to say?
Oh, the spirit of sportsmanship is the best spirit anybody can have in politics. The beauty of politics is that it's a concentric cycle. It goes round. Enemies today will become friends tomorrow. It doesn't matter which side of the divide anybody belongs. We are all children, citizens, residents of this same Ogun State. We're brothers, we're sisters.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Remi Azan. That will be all for now.
Thanks for having me.
Once again to you and your party.
Thank you very much.
For a few minutes now, I've been engaging the Chairman Publicity Committee of the Committee of the Campaign Council of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Right Honorable Remi Azan, on the successful completion of the general elections 2023 and for them winning the elections. The news continues after this time out. Stay with us. appreciated the people of Ogun State for giving Governor Dapo Abiodun a stronger mandate for second term. Chieftains of the party extracted the outcome of the March 18, 2023 gubernatorial and House of Assembly elections and the way forward. Fuora additional reports.
The celebration dance has just begun in earnest, with all the 9 House of Representatives members-elect converging on the residence of the political icon and former governor of Ogun State, Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, who stood with the governor-elect Prince Dapo Abiodun all through, during and after the campaigns. Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, who declined to be engaged by the pressmen, led the House of Representatives members-elect and one of the APC senators-elect, Shuaib Afolabi Salisu, to a rich traditional live music to show appreciation to God and the people of Ogun State for not letting them down.
I've come to adjust with our leader in the state and to come and present our certificate of return, which we had planned before now, that today we will come and present our certificate. Then from here to we go and pay a visit to the governor.
Comrade Tunde Oladunjoye, publicity secretary of the party, and Elder Joju Fadaero believe the time to move the state and the nation forward is now.
So that already not only says, I will play inclusive politics without bitterness, he actualizes it. And the second time will not be different.
Tinubu should ensure, if he doesn't think about restructuring before, he should ensure that restructuring is done. When that one is done, everybody will be at peace. Northwest, Northeast, North Central, Southwest, Southeast, Southwest, everybody will move at his own pace.
Honorable Kunle Adeyemi and Barrister Femi Ogunbanwo say the party will not let Nigerians down.
I want to believe that the president-elect will not see this election as winner takes all. And from all indications, I think Mr. President or the president-elect has been trying to draw the interest closer, making sure that we move forward in Nigeria, because you cannot do it alone, and two good heads are better than one.
As you are aware, I have just been elected to go and represent the state at the national level. There are issues that are meant for the executive, but I can assure that our governor will do the needful.
All the respondents believe that though it was a difficult elections run at a period federal government introduced some policies like the cashless policy, the confidence and caliber of the candidates presented by the party across the nation helped the party to win more states across the nation. Adefowura Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
And still on the just concluded election, the governorship candidate of All Progressives Congress in Oyo State, Teslim Folarin, has congratulated the state governor and candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Seyi Makinde, for his re-election in the just concluded Saturday election. Governor Makinde polled 563,756 votes to defeat his closest rival, Folarin of APC, who scored 256,685 votes, while Adebayo Adelabu of Accord Party polled 38,357 votes. In a statement by the APC candidate, Teslim Folarin said, in line with the official pronouncement of the Independent National Electoral Commission, he hereby congratulates Seyi Makinde. He, however, used the opportunity to appreciate leaders and members of APC, the coalition parties, candidates of other political parties that worked with him, volunteers, the press, as well as individuals that contributed to the Tesiwaju Ipinle Oyo 2023 project. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevori, as the winner of Saturday's gubernatorial election in Delta State. The state returning officer, Professor George Will Uwuneri Abraham, who made the declaration at the INEC's headquarters in Asaba, said PDP's Sheriff Oborevori polled 360,234 votes. According to him, APC's Ove Omo Agege scored 240,229 votes and LP's Kempela got 48,047 votes. Declaring Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori as the winner of the governorship election, Abraham said the PDP candidate, having met the requirements of the law, was declared winner and retained as governor-elect.
Admin, good news, good man, NNPP 791. America Emmanuel, NRM 612. Oborevori Sheriff Francis Orewedo, PDP 360234. Edichala Emmanuel, PRP 521. Obadi Kenneth Omele Wa, SDP 4639. Ofeye Sonny, YPP 484. Okro Emmanuel, ZLP 303. Das Oborewori Sheriff Francis Orewedo of the PDP, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. Good news.
That was the returning officer for Delta State, Professor George Owunere Abraham, while declaring Sheriff Oborewori as the winner of the governorship election in that state. Rukayat Shitu, a former Senate President of Congress of Now Students at the age of 26, will represent the Owode Onire constituency as a local government of Kwara State House of Assembly. She probably will be one of the youngest lawmakers in Nigeria when the 10th legislature takes off.
With the popular saying that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, young people between the ages of 15 and 25 constitutes a fifth of the world's population. They are now taking the world by storm in every facet of life, but this time making incursion into politics and not ready to sit back anymore. The just concluded 2023 elections brought some surprises, as the country will be entertaining young blood coming with fresh ideas to contribute their own quota to the development of their states. From Kwara State comes a 26-year-old Rukayat Shitu, who won a seat in the Kwara Assembly to represent Owode Onire constituency in Asa local government. Rukayat Shitu, a former Senate President of Congress of Now Students, CONS, attended Baptist Local Government Area Primary School and later Government Day Secondary School in Okwire in Ilorin, Kwara State, then proceeded to Kwara State College of Islamic and Legal Studies, where she obtained a diploma in Mass Communication and Islamic Studies. She too hails from Maya in Onire district of Kwara State. Prior to the election, her village had never produced a representative politically.
I think Antonio Nauru, Bafemi Awolowo, some of them started earlier. So, am I still too young? No. Talking about women, we have women like Dr. Ngozi Okojo-Iweala, we have Amina Didiji, have a lot of women too. So, she's a woman, I'm a woman too, so I don't have any other thing. So another thing is, the biggest challenge that I can say is the resource, which is the material. You know, the campaign requires a lot of resources, financial capacity. We have people with capacity. All of this, we can only mobilize them when we have the resources on that. That's the biggest challenge I can say. All of the other ones are the normal things as a woman being that we face.
She graduated from the National Open University of Nigeria. During her undergraduate days, she was a student's representative. In the result announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, returning officer Professor Akim Ijaya, the lady who contested on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, APC, scored 7,521 votes
to beat our People's Democratic Party (PDP) rival, who polled 6,957 votes in Saturday's exercise. This groundbreaking win makes Rukayat one of the youngest women to win a seat not only in the Kwara State House of Assembly but across the country. Bumi Adigun, Ogtv News.
Congratulations, Rukayat Shitu of Kwara State. Moving ahead now, the Independent National Electoral Commission has suspended collation of last Saturday's governorship elections in Abia and Enugu states indefinitely. The commission said in a statement by the National Commissioner, Information and Voter Education, Barrister Festus Okoye, that the exercise will resume after a review of the process in the two states. He said that apart from INEC officials being held hostage in Obinga local government area of Abia State, reports from Enugu calls for a review of the exercise. There has been complaints from one of the political parties participating in the election that the process was being compromised in the two states, threatening to embark on a nationwide protest. The governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, has sacked board members of the state-owned agencies, commissions, and 64 development center coordinators in the state. The affected entry.
Honorable Bakari, with excitement, appreciated God for adding another year to our age on earth.
I decided to celebrate my birthday with my people because I'm representing them. I can't be somewhere else doing my birthday, and these are my people, these are my family, so I need to do it with them.
Honorable Bakari is the first female elected to represent Ijebu-Ode constituency at the State House Assembly. Ayodeji Olunmi, Ogtv News.
Business news is next with Opeyemi Adeomi. Stay with us.
Welcome to the business segment of the news.